Yes, students, good morning and once again a very warm welcome to today's class. So, we'll be continuing our class, English class, with the next poetry that is how to tell wild animals. कैसे बताया जाए that which wild animal is this? The different ways to identify a wild animal. So, this humorous poem suggests some dangerous ways to identify or to tell wild animal. So we are going to read it aloud, keeping to a strong and regular rhythm. एक rhythmical pattern में हम इसको पूरा पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है? So now see, the thing is, it goes like, so basically, first of all, we should know that who has written this poem. This poetry is composed by a great poet whose name is Carolyn Wells. And this poem somewhere revolves around unique and dangerous ways to identify wild animals. The poem tells about many different features of wild animals. ये बहुत से different features के बारे में बताती है wild animals के. The poem tells about many different features of wild animals which can help a person to distinguish one from the other. ये वो ways बताएगी जिससे कि एक person एक animal को दूसरे animal से distinguish कर सकता है, differentiate कर सकता है. The tone of the poem is humorous and it is very educative as well. ये humorous तो है लेकिन आपको कुछ ऐसे facts पता चलेंगे ना, we can say that it is very educative. So see the first stanza. First of all, you can see the three stanzas written on this page. First of all, without explaining, I am just going to read out these three stanzas and then we are going to take it one by one. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you to advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the ancient lion. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spores is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is a leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain. He'll only leap and leap again. That is why his name is what? Leopard. Okay, so I hope इतना सा पढ़ के भी आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया होगा which lions are we going to identify, which tiger we are going to identify, or how we are going to identify the leopard. So on these three, on this page, in these three stanzas, which three animals are being talked about? First wild animal is ancient lion, second is the Bengal tiger, and the third is the leopard. Now see, now we are going to take it one by one. So first stanza, if ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should you advance a large tawny beast, if he roars at you, you are dying. You will know it is the ancient lion. Now here the poem is started. The poet begins the poem by cautioning the readers against the wild animals of the jungle. Poet further says that if by chance anybody happens to go to the jungles in the east, he is likely to encounter a huge, that is a big, large, and tawny beast, that is a terrifying animal moving towards him. It is of brownish yellow color and it will roar loudly at you. It's you going to roar at you. When it roars now, you are going to feel as if you are going to die. And because of fear, and that is how, because of fear or usi dar se, and this is how you are going to know, you will come to know that it is which animal, which is the ancient lion. Now next is, or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Now in the next stanza, what it is said, the poet says that one is very likely to be greeted by noble wild beast. कि एक पर्सन जो है इज वेरी लाइकली टू बी ग्रीटेड बाय अ नोबल वाइल्ड बीस्ट। कौन सा नोबल वाइल्ड बीस्ट? वाइल रोमिंग अराउंड इन द जंगल, जब वो जंगल में घूम रहा होगा ना तब। द वाइल्ड एनिमल इज डिस्क्राइब्ड टू बी वेरी मेजेस्टिक, ये वाइल्ड एनिमल जो है इज डिस्क्राइब्ड टू बी वेरी मेजेस्टिक एंड हिज ब्राइट येलो बॉडी इज कवर्ड विद शाइनी ब्लैक स्ट्रिप्स, और उसकी जो येलो बॉडी है ना, ब्राइट येलो बॉडी, it's covered with what? It's covered with shiny black strips which are on the yellow ground. The poet further says that if he notices that this animal and this animal if comes and eats you, then simple rule to teach you is what? That this animal is what? This animal is the Bengal tiger. Okay. Now next, if strolling forth a beast you view, whose hides with spots is peppered, as soon as he leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. So now, as soon as आगे देखा जाता है तो ये पोएट इसमें बोल रहे हैं that if a person is strolling through a forest, so it is very likely that he is going to encounter a beast who's having black spots on his body. It just seems like peppered. Pepper समझते हो ना, धब्बे छोटे छोटे, this just seems like peppered. As soon as this creature will jump on you, और जैसे ही ये creature आप पे jump करेगा ना, in no time you will understand, and within no time you are going to understand that this leaping animal is who? This is leopard. पेपर देखिए आपने, काली मिर्च देखी होगी, गोल गोल ब्लैक ब्लैक, तो बिल्कुल वैसे जैसे इस पेपर जगह जगह पे ब्लैक ब्लैक स्पॉट्स आर देयर. So you are going to understand that it is the leopard, and he will keep on jumping on you, and that leopard is going to keep on jumping on you and will tear you apart, and टुकड़े टुकड़े कर देगा वो आपकी, जस्ट आपके ऊपर one after the other वो बस लीप करता रहेगा. Screaming with pain, पेन से यू विल बी स्क्रीमिंग एंड इवन शाउटिंग, और इवन आप चिल्ला भी रहे होगे और क्राइंग या फिर रो रहे होगे, विल डू यू नो गुड, उससे कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला, बिकॉज ही विल कीप ऑन पाउंसिंग ऑन यू, बिकॉज ही इज कंटिन्यूसली कीप ऑन पाउंसिंग ऑन यू, एक के बाद एक, ही इज कंटिन्यूसली गोइंग टू लीप एंड लीप, पाउंसिंग ऑन यू अगेन एंड अगेन. Okay, so these three stanzas are clear to you? If yes, then you know what you have to do. Yes, start. 1, 2, 3 and go. Yes, very good. And now we'll move to the next page, which has another 3 animals for us. Now here see, first I'm going to read it aloud in the same way without any explanation, and later I'm going to explain it one by one. Okay. So if when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you'll always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Now, the true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ear at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it's the chameleon you see. Now, देखो, I hope you understand. Here 4 animals are discussed in 3 stanzas. 4 are discussed. In the first, it's bear. In the second, it's hyena and crocodile. आप दोनों को देख सकते हो left and right पे उसकी दोनों की images. And in the last, you are going to study about the chameleon, जिसको हम गिरगिट कह देते हैं ना, गिरगिट, रंग बदलती गिरगिट, बिल्कुल वैसे ही. ठीक है? So see, now the first stanza on this page. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it's a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. Now in this stanza, the poet says that while you are walking around your yard and you are going to meet a creature over there, this creature is going to come and hug you very tightly. And you will come to know कि इतना प्यार से इतना टाइट हग करने वाला क्रीचर कौन है? इट्स अ बियर, भालू. एंड इन केस यू स्टिल हैव एनी डाउट्स, एंड इन केस अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो ना, द बियर इज गोइंग टू हग यू अगेन. till you are dead. वो तब तक आपको हग करता रहेगा till the time you are dead. The bears are known for their hugs. जो टेडी बेयर्स होते हैं, हम अपने टेडी बेयर्स खेलते हैं, ध्यान है आपको, हम गिफ्ट्स देते हैं, हमारे पास टेडी बेयर्स होते हैं. व्हाट आर दे आर समथिंग जो बहुत लविंग होता है, इसलिए हम देयर इज अ साइन टू शो द लव, तो हम टेडी बेयर्स रखते हैं या टेडी बेयर्स गिफ्ट करते हैं. सो द सेम, वो टेडी बेयर क्या है, वो बियर का ही तो एक फॉर्मेशन है एज अ गिफ्ट, जो हमने एक नॉन लिविंग थिंग में उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया है. सो इट्स सिंबल ऑफ हग्स एंड केयर. ठीक है, वेन एवर यू केयर अबाउट समवन, आप उसको टेडी बेयर देते हो. वेन एवर यू वांट हग, तो आप उस टेडी बेयर को हग करते हो. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर बेयर इज गोइंग टू हग यू. ठीक है, टिल द टाइम आप ये बिलीव नहीं करो दैट यस दिस इज अ बेयर. अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट होता है, तो बेयर्स आर नोन फॉर देयर हग्स एंड दे विल हग यू सो टाइटली दैट चांसेस आर दैट यू माइट डाई. कि चांसेस ऐसे हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज वो वाइल्ड एनिमल्स है, दे आर जस्ट फॉन्ड ऑफ हगिंग. और वो इतना अच्छे से आपको हग करेंगे ना, अगर आप नहीं बिलीव करने वाले, सो समटाइम्स दे आर गोइंग टू हग यू सो टाइट दैट अल्टीमेटली इट्स गोइंग टू टेक यू वेयर, अल्टीमेटली इट्स गोइंग टू टेक यू टू डेथ. वो इतना टाइट हग कर देंगे कि समटाइम इट्स अ चांस दैट यू माइट डाई. नाउ द नेक्स्ट stanza which comprises two animals. See, though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena. Thus, hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. Now, see further, the poet says that it is very confusing and puzzling for a beginner to distinguish between different wild animals. So, next, the poet here distinguishes between a crocodile and a hyena. Poet says that hyenas laugh when it swallows its prey, and that sounds like human laugh. And on the other hand, when a crocodile eats its prey, it sheds tear. The poet cautions the readers against the hyena's laugh and crocodile tear. देखा, ये फैक्ट आप लोगों को पता था? नहीं पता था ना, कि एक हाइना जब अपना प्रे मतलब अपना शिकार जब अपना खाना खाता है, तो उसके बाद में वो हंसता है, laughs. हाइना laughs when it swallows its prey, and that laughing sound is similar to that of human laugh. ठीक है, ह्यूमन लाफ. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड व्हेन क्रोकोडाइल ईट्स इट प्रे, जब क्रोकोडाइल अपना शिकार खाता है, खाना खाता है, क्रोकोडाइल शेड टीयर्स, वो आंसू बहाता है. नाउ द पोएट इज मेकिंग द रीडर्स कॉशियस अगेंस्ट दिस हाइनाज लाफ एंड द क्रोकोडाइल्स टीयर्स. ठीक है. Now the last stanza, I hope you understand between hyena and crocodile, and this fact I know ये नहीं मालूम था आपको, लेकिन आज के बाद पता चल गया. Now what you are going to do, आप ये घर में फ्रेंड्स को सबको बताओगे, यार तुम्हें पता है हाइना खा के खाना हंसता है एंड क्रोकोडाइल जो होता है वो खाना खा के रोता है. And this was the fact which we got to know in our today's class. So you are going to spread this knowledge, I know. ठीक है. So that is why हमने बोला था that this is an educative poem. So now see, the true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. Now, if there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. Now, true color जो है, in the last stanza, the poet describes a small animal, which is a small lizard, which is known as chameleon. एंड कैमेलियन के ईयर्स नहीं होते, ना ही इसके विंग्स होते हैं. बट इफ यू आर अनेबल टू नोटिस एनीथिंग ऑन द ट्री ना, इट इज वेरी लाइकली दैट देयर इज अ कैमेलियन सिटिंग ऑन इट. व्हाई? बिकॉज जो कैमेलियन होता है, जिसे हम गिरगिट बोलते हैं, इट कैमेलियन चेंजेस इट्स कलर एज पर इट्स सराउंडिंग. वो जिस सराउंडिंग में होती है, जिस सरफेस पे होती है ना, इट चेंजेस इट्स कलर अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट, विच सेव्स इट फ्रॉम बीइंग द प्रे. तो वही यही उसकी क्वालिटी है जो उसे किसी का शिकार बनने से बचा लेती है. लाइक सपोज इट सिटिंग ऑन अ ट्री ब्रांच, तो वो वैसे ही कलर की हो जाएगी. सो नोबडी इज गोइंग टू लोकेट कि यहाँ पे कोई, जो हम बोलेंगे कोई कैमिलियन बैठी है. सो जब किसी को पता ही नहीं चलेगा तो कैसे कोई उसका शिकार करेगा. इफ सिटिंग ऑन अ ग्रास, तो वो बिल्कुल ग्रास जैसी कलर की हो जाएगी. सो यू कैन जस्ट सी कि कैमिलियन की ये क्वालिटी उसको वहां पे भी प्रोटेक्ट कर लेगी, किसी का प्रे बनने से बचा लेगी. सो दिस वे वी कैन से दैट दिस chameleon changes its color as per its surrounding, and this is particularly which saves it from being the prey. Written by Caroline Wells. So which particular animals, wild animals, we got to know how to identify them? Asian lion, second is the Bengal tiger, third is the leopard, fourth is the bear, and fifth is the hyena, and sixth is the crocodile, and the next one is the chameleon. I hope you all understood all the animals, right or wrong? Yes? Okay. So now see, we have a glossary over here. So glossary में सबसे पहले आप देखेंगे it's giving ground. Ground is the background we know. Discern, that is to make out or identify. ठीक है. Then comes hide. Hide is animal skin. And peppered, here it's covered with spots. Caress, that is a gentle and loving touch. Novice. Novice means someone new to a job. Non-plus, usually only in the passive. Non-plus means it's puzzled, it's confused, or it's surprised. Okay? Now you see, here comes the question and answers. Yes. So see, thinking about the poem. Does dying really rhyme with lion? Lion and lion. Can you say it in such a way that it does? Yes, it does not really rhyme with lion. ये actual में तो real में तो rhyme नहीं कर रहा, but it can be said to be rhyming. अगर इसे हम उस way से बोल लें, अगर बोलने का तरीका हम rhyming करा लें, then only we can say yes that it rhymes with lion. And there is very small difference between when it's spoken that way. जब बोलते हैं ना उस समय में तो डिफरेंस बहुत कम है, बट लेटर अदरवाइज देयर इज अ ग्रेट डिफरेंस. इट डज नॉट एक्चुअली राइम्स ओवर देयर. Okay, so now second question. How does the poet suggest that you identify the lion and the tiger? When can you do so according to him? Poet here suggests that we should identify a lion. We should do so by his large structure and brownish yellow color and his roaring. And it can be done with when the lion comes near. And identifying the tiger is that the tiger has black stripes on yellow background and he looks notable. He eats one as soon as he comes near. जैसे ही वो किसी के पास आए ना, he eats that person up. Now the next is, do you think the word leap and leapt in the third stanza are spelled correctly? Why does the poet spell them like this? The words are not spelled correctly, we can say, and the poet spelled them on his own. He does so to create a rhyming between them and the eating effect of the tiger. Now it's just to make the rhyming pattern. Sometimes क्या होता है, मैं last word को rhyme कराने के लिए कुछ syllables को drop करना पड़ता है और कहीं पे कुछ add करना पड़ जाता है. तो वो वाली चीज है, just to make a rhyming pattern over here. ठीक है? Now the next is, do you know what a bear hug is? Do you really know कि bear hug क्या होता है? ठीक है? It is a friendly and strong hug. Such a bears are thought to give as they attack you. Again, hyenas are thought to laugh and crocodiles to weep. Now, as they swallow their victim. Now explain this. A bear hug is a bear tight embrace. जब bear आपको कस के गले लगाता है ना, that is a bear's hug. And hyenas never laugh, but their face look like that. And crocodiles do not weep, but tear comes out of their eyes when they swallow their victim. So these are something. ये आपको पता होनी चाहिए थी चीजें. So these are the things. Now look at the line, a novice might non-plus. How would you write this correctly? Why is the poet's incorrect line better in the poem? It would be written like this. We can say a novice might be nonplussed. Poet has written this incorrect line and it is placed in better because it rhymes with the caress. Now plus जो था ना, plus and caress both will rhyme together, तो उस वजह से ये दिया था. Otherwise it should have been plussed. Can you find another examples of poet taking liberties with language? Either in English or in your own language, can you find examples of humorous poems in your language? तो इसका तो आप बहुत से दे सकते हो. Yes, बहुत से poets हैं who must take such liberties to create proper rhymings, and there are many examples. One example which we can quote here is that kirk is used for church. जस्ट टू राइम इट विद वर्क. अगर कहीं पे चर्च आ रहा है, नेक्स्ट लाइन में वर्क आ रहा है, तो आप चर्च को KIR के कर्क भी बोल सकते हो. तो दैट कर्क विल राइम इन द विद द वर्ड वर्क इन द नेक्स्ट लाइन. सो कैन इज यूज्ड टू सी to rhyme with pen. See, किसी को देखना, जो हम SEE बोलते हैं, सी को कैन भी बोलते हैं. So if the last word is see, तो आप उस सी की जगह पे कैन कर दो. If your next word is pen, तो वो कैन and pen is going to rhyme together. ठीक है? Now last question is, much of the humor in the poem arises from the way language is used. Although the ideas are funny as well, if there are particular lines in the poem that you specially like, share these with the class. Speaking briefly about what it is about the ideas or the language that you like or find funny. Now see, much जो है हमारा, मच ऑफ द टाइम इट्स सेड कि यहाँ पे तो आपको वो लाइंस यहाँ पे शेयर करनी है जो पर्टिकुलरली आप इस क्वेश्चन को, सो अगर वो पर्टिकुलर लाइंस हैं इस पोएम के अंदर तो आपको उनको मेंशन करना है. जस्ट नोटिस इफ ही ईट्स यू, इट विल डू नो गुड टू रोर विद पेन, ही विल गिव यू जस्ट वन मोर caress, and a voice might nonplus, hyenas come with merry smiles. So then these ideas are treated humorously. There are wild beasts, they see one and kill at once. They never embrace, hug or smile merrily on their victim. Bears are said to hug one to death as they press one's very hard. So this way we can say कि आपका ये जो थे question answers are complete. And now what do we have to do? Yes students, so I hope this chapter as well as the question answers are well explained to you and आपको समझ में आ गई है, right? Finally, अगर आपको समझ में आ गई है तो quickly just raise your hands everyone. Yes, very good. So this is all for the class today. I hope you understood it well. So just go through the poem. If there are any doubts, you can tell it with me. You can clear your doubts with me and I am there. So this was a beautiful poem, we can say. About the tone of the poem is very humorous and it is very educative as well. And learning about these 7 animals, I think we also have enhanced our knowledge today related to these wild animals, the way how we can identify or how we can distinguish these different wild animals from the others. Right? So this is all. Now we'll be meeting in tomorrow's class. Till then, just take care of yourself and stay healthy.